We're back at Leading Edge. He's Lucas County Commissioner Gary Byers. We've been talking about the county's financial shape, but now we're going to get into some other county stuff that maybe we haven't heard as much about, but we're going to today on Leading Edge. Almost lost from the headlines, so Jerry will ask, where are plans for that new Lucas County jail? And are we working under the concept now that the current health department site might be a good location for it? What's the update?
The simple answer is yes. We're trying to work with the sheriff. Mike Navarre has been working very hard on this. We are in the planning phase right now of the jail project. We want to build it downtown as people wanted. We want to build it without a tax increase, and it's going to be safer for the corrections officers and safer for the inmates and more effective in the way that we utilize public money.
You're going to have to raise taxes or raise income to the county to pay for this thing?
No, I mean, we're going to use, before there was a tax increase they tried to pass, we're not going to do it without a tax increase. We're going to try to put it on the health department. That's the leading site right now, that we believe that will work. That's right next to the municipal court. That's where most of the business goes, and it makes sense to put it there.
The city of Maumee, you know a little bit about that. You wore the robes out there and presided over jurisdiction, criminal justice system, as the court judge out there. It lies within your jurisdiction of the county, and it turns out for years and years was illegally discharging sewage, raw sewage, into the river of the same name, the Maumee. Commissioners, you guys kicked off an investigation, formed something called the Maumee River Commission. The mayor out that way says, he's been on our show, says, hey, the state, the feds, they're already investigating. Why another county level investigation?
Well, we need to know. It's my backyard, and people in our community, not only Maumee, but Toledo, all of the communities along the river. This is a vital resource, and we need to know answers. And it's fine that the other parts of government are looking into it, but I think we owe it to our entire community that we know. I mean, water has been a big issue for the Lucas County Commissioners. We sued the United States EPA over the Lake Erie, trying to get a total maximum daily load of nutrients going into the river, and looks like we're leading towards settlement of that lawsuit that will in fact lead to a establishment of a total maximum daily load of nutrients.
Do you think the investigation needs to find who's at fault and bring charges or somehow punish people? Is that where we're going with this?
Well, we need to make sure that we understand what is happening and why this happened over a period of about 25 years. Yeah. I mean, the idea of 150 million gallons of raw sewage going into our river is just gross. And we have to make sure that other communities don't repeat this as well. And so we need to learn.
All right, a couple more issues, and I'm going to get you on your way in this holiday season. A former chairman of the Lucas County Board of Elections opined publicly recently that you commissioners apparently, quote, can't see the forest for the trees. This has to do with you guys announcing recently that you won't use the newly purchased county facility it's on Sylvania, isn't it? It's that former Medical Mutual facility, folks. You won't use that as the early voting centers. Oh, there's not enough parking out there. Are you trying maybe to put too much under one roof out there? Is Pat Kreiner right in suggesting that commissioners have dropped the ball, again, his words, on finding a new location for the Board of Elections?
Quite frankly, I was former elections director back in the old days when we used to do some of your former shows.
Yes, I know.
And I have somewhat of an intimate knowledge of the workings of the Board of Elections. This location is, I would have dreamed for this location. The parking that they're talking about and the times that people will be voting, I think there'll be plenty of parking. Right now, there's less parking because we are building an extension building outside in the parking lot so that the Board of Elections can store their voting machines there. Once that construction is completed, I think there's going to be plenty of parking. And I think they'll agree too once we actually get into the mechanism of how the early voting will work. So
it will end up at that building if you have your way on this.
If I have our way, the other building we're going to use, we're going to tear it down. We're going to put the new Lucas County Canine Care and Control facility there. And so that's going to be the location of that.
As the Christmas season approached, past tense, Commissioner Gary Byers, my guest on Leading Edge, found out that he'd be getting a lump of coal in his political stocking. A challenge next year to his commissioner's seat, a challenge coming from a well-known member of his own party. Democratic State Representative Lisa Sebecki. How did that happen?
Well, that can always happen in an elected office. And so I always believe that good government is good politics. And so I'm going to tell the voters about all of the building projects that we've been doing, the ballroom renovation, the hotel renovation downtown, the $800 million worth of economic development that will grow out of that. The justice reforms that we've done, 71% of our budget goes to the criminal justice system.
It sounds like he's off in campaigning already. He's got his issues lined up.
And well, you got to know for me to kiss.
Yeah, Byers and I go back a little bit, to previous shows on different stations over the years. And clearly, it's great to have you on this Christmas show. I needed somebody with a white beard, and I thought Gary Byers.
Ho ho ho!
There we go. We'll leave it with a ho ho ho. Best to you in the new year, and thanks for what you do in the county. When I come back, folks, a great organization helping the nation's veterans. They're doing it right in town, and you can have fun and help them. That's next on Leading Edge.